Hello, everyone. This is from Milwaukee to Nashville. I'm Daniel Goodemo.
And John Lewandowski's actually here. We
Yeah,
are live.
yep, we have a rare live episode, folks. We were all at the Admirals game this evening.
Yeah.
Came back, celebrated for a little bit, and now we're done celebrating and sobered up.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah. But before we get into today's game, I would like, well, not today's game, Tuesday's game. But before we get into the games, I would like to thank our sponsor, Hockey Locker at 2002 West Howard Avenue, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You can call them at 414-800-7585. All right. So Tuesday, the Admirals played Rockford. Now, we were going to do a show. And if I remember correctly, both me and him had a really, really bad day. Like it was
Bad day.
it was a very bad mental day.
Yeah.
He had to fight with YouTube and I was fighting with Spectrum. So we're fighting with our TV providers. So that's how that goes. So we're gonna jump into it. It's gonna be kind of more of a quick overgo. Rockford had 27 shots, while Milwaukee had 19. Both teams had one goal on the power play. Milwaukee won for 3, while Rockford won 5. In this game, Milwaukee dominated early on and then kind of took their foot off the gas in the third. In the first, Cal O'Reilly scores his 6th with an assist from Anders Bork, his 4th, and Kiefer Bellows his 13th. Bork has been really helpful to the Admirals and well received by our fan base.
Yes.
Then Kiefer Bellows scores his 13th with on the power play. There's your Admirals power play goal. With an assist from Brian Ufko, his 12th, and Joachim Kemmel, his 17th. Kemmel has 17 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. No scoring in the second. Artem Lishanov scores his 4th with an assist from Zach Sanford. That's a lone goal for the Rockford Ice Hogs. That was on the power play. Kiefer Bellows scores on the empty net with an assist from Anders Bork, his 5th. Kiefer Bellows with a 3-point night had a hand on every goal, and scoring 2 of them.
Yeah.
Let's see. 3 stars in the game. Third star was Matt Murray with 26 saves on 27 shots. While Cal O'Reilly had a goal, he was the second star, and Kiefer Bellows had 2 goals and 1 assist. In net for the Rockford Ice Hogs was Mitchell Weeks. He had 16 saves on 18 shots. Before we get any further into that, what the Admirals coaching staff has done here in the last month or so with the roster they have had, the Milwaukee Admirals on that game got into first place.
Yeah.
And tied it into the first place. Now we get into tonight. Tonight was what we call fire wagon hockey. I'll let John take over from here.
So the Admirals took on the Springfield Thunderbirds tonight. Shots on goal in the first period, Springfield had 9, Milwaukee had 2. In the second period, Springfield had 18, Milwaukee had 11. In the third period, Springfield had 9, Milwaukee had 6. And in total, Springfield outshoots Milwaukee 36-19. On the power play, Springfield goes 1 for 4 with 11 minutes, 4 infractions, while Milwaukee goes 2 for 3 with 13 minutes, 5 infractions, and there should have been a heck of a lot more penalty minutes than that. But I'm not even going to get into that. Anyway, so...
But I will.
Okay, dive in.
All right, first off, boarding against... I know he had a point. No, they took it away. Ha! Sucks to be you. Let's see. Yep, Dylan Peterson, number 22 for the Springfield Thunderbirds. That should have been a 2-minute boarding, if not 5, on Marino. Marino got a 2-minute roughing penalty for kicking the crap out of him for boarding him.
They have a number 77, right? Whoever 77, yeah. For Springfield, I saw him spear one of our other players in the rib with his stick, and that wasn't called.
No, and that was one of the other things. Loof took a cheap shot at uh, Ozzy Weissblatt, and Ozzy just rocked that poor boy.
Yeah.
So it is one of those situations where it should have been more than what it was. Um, it it was almost like, and I even went over to him and said in the second intermission, I'm like, man, it really looks lopsided for the East. It
Yeah.
looks like they're playing favorites to that East Coast thing again. So I said it. I've seen it in the past. A couple of years back when we, after a couple of years, we joined the A. When we would play teams from the East, it was always our fault, and it was just like, whoa, what do you mean?
Right.
Like, you're gonna call us for hooking, but then you're like literally a spearing penalty, which is intent to injure.
Right.
You're not gonna call, and then it happens right in front of you.
Right. Yeah, tonight's did. I don't remember which official. I don't remember what number it happened in front of, but
43 Morgan McPhee is, yeah. But Ephraim I'm familiar with. He seems to call it pretty even, where McPhee does not. Peter Jenkins and TJ Wow were the lines. Um, that was weird. Yeah.
and then also Ryder Rolston his 100th AHL game tonight.
All right. So scoring. And is there a lot of it? In the first period, at the 13:05 mark, Nikita Alexandrov scores his 11th with an assist from Tanner Dickinson, his 6th, and Hunter Skinner, his 8th. I had to do that just once. I'm not going to do it again. Anyway, in the second, at the 2:41 mark, number 2, Mark Delgado scores his 4th with an assist from Kyle Marino, his 6th, adding to his career high in points.
Yep.
Andre Pavel with his 6th, also, I believe, getting close to his career high in points. I do believe, if I remember correctly, he is getting close. Then Tanner Dickinson scores at the 4:04 mark with his 4th with an assist from Hunter Skinner, his 9th, and Michael Pushinger, his 7th. To answer the Marino thing, he is 6 points over his career high. Matter of fact, he doubled his career points for this year, in this year alone.
Yeah.
He had 4 points with the Wolves in 23-24. He had 4 points with Henderson Silver Knights in 22-23, and in 21-22, he had 2 points. This year, he has 10 with a +1 and still over 100 penalty minutes. So, just saying, career high there. Andre Pavel. Pavel is matched his career high.
Yeah.
For last season, and will probably do so with the Admirals even. He had 2 assists with Colorado, but he has 8 points, and his career high is 10 in the season. And he already has that between Colorado and here in 20.
Let's see, 32 games.
Yeah, so 32 games, not bad. With that being said, then Dubor Dabrowski scores at the 5:57 mark, his 15th, with that being on the power play with an assist from Zachary Bolduc, his 2nd, and Matthew Pekka, his 21st.
Okay, then at the 7:07 mark for Springfield, Nikita Alexandrov scores his 12th on the year, assisted by Matthew Kessel, his 9th, and Leo Loof, his 11th. At the 8:49 mark for the tongue-tied again in this show. For the Admirals, Andre Pavel scores his 4th on the season unassisted. At the 9:52 mark, the Admirals score again, with Mark Delgado scoring his 2nd of the night, 5th of the season on the power play, assisted by Cal O'Reilly, his 22nd on the year. And the goalie, Matthew Murray, getting his second assist of the year.
What's it with goalies in Milwaukee getting more points than they ever have had?
Right.
Then in the third, Jake Livingstone scores his fifth with an assist from Chase DeLeo.
There's a recent joining.
Yes, claimed off of coming back into America, signing with, if you were under contract, because he was under contract with San Diego.
Okay.
He voided that contract and went overseas and came back. So when he signed with somebody else, he had to go through waivers. The Admirals claimed him.
Right.
That's how that worked.
Okay.
So to anybody who is confused how waivers in the AHL work, there you go. Then at the 1958.5 mark,
Nice.
Jake Lucchini scores on the power play, his 13th, with an assist from Spencer Stastny, the Mequon native. Also, Bork had points in this game. So, yeah, I believe Bork had a point. No. No points for Bork. But Bork is also a Mequon native.
Yeah.
Stastny with his 8th, and Ozzy Weisblatt with his 13th. Power play. Admirals win 5-4 with 1.5 seconds to go.
Yep.
When I say adrenaline rush, we made it.
Yeah.
All right. And who are the unfortunate souls tending the net? We'll get into that in a second. But your 3 stars, Tanner Dickinson, goal and assist. Nikita Alexandrov, 2 goals, and Mark Delgado, 2 goals. In net for the Springfield Thunderbirds was Vadim Zhinarenko. Zurenko.
I think that's how they're pronouncing it, the game, Zurenko.
All right, Zurenko. Stopping 14 of 19. And then you have Matt Murray stopping 32 of 35 and had an assist. So you could take one of them away.
Yeah.
I would take one of them away. One of them goals against, so give them 3. The Springfield Thunderbirds are coached by Steve Kawanawalchuk. Assistant coach Yaroslav Mudry and Chad Wiseman, goalie coach Dan Stewart. For the Admirals, Carl Taylor, Matt Donovan, and Greg Rollo. Someday soon will probably be Cal O'Reilly. Just saying. So we're just gonna kind of go over it, and we're gonna do it like this. Oh, that's not up yet. All right. So the top 4 for each division. Hershey is in the top spot in the Atlantic Division. They are the affiliate of the Washington Capitals. They have 63 points. They are 29, 13, and 5. Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. That one's obvious. Affiliates. Pittsburgh. 26, 12, and 4. They're in second place. They do have 5 games in hand against Hershey, and they're 7 points back. 8 points back is the Charlotte Checkers at 55 points. Providence Bruins also have 55 points. And, well, since we did not help the Thunderbirds at all by taking away their 1 point that they were almost about to get, they stay where they're at 51, at 5th place. In the North Division, you have the Laval Rockets, the affiliates of the Montreal Canadiens. They have 63 points, 30 wins, 12 losses, 2 overtime losses, and 1 shootout loss. They are 8-2 in their last 10. Nice. But on a 6-game winning streak is the Rochester Americans, the affiliate of my second favorite team, the Buffalo Sabres.
Didn't there used to be, was it Rochester that used to be the Islanders affiliate?
No.
No?
Islanders have had Binghamton for a long time now.
Okay.
They just changed their name. Rochester is 29-12-3-1, 7-2-0-1, but they are on a 6-game win streak. Impressive. Toronto Marlies are in third. They are the Maple Leafs affiliate. 25 wins, 12 losses, 57 points. In fourth place is the Cleveland Monsters, the affiliate of the Columbus Blue Jackets. They have 24 wins, 14 losses, 4 overtime losses, and 4 shootout losses for 56 points. The Marlies also have 2 overtime losses and 5 shootout losses. So if you go to a shootout against Toronto, you might win. All right, in the Central, oh God. In first place is the Milwaukee Admirals, affiliate of the Nashville Predators, obviously.
Yeah.
25 wins, 15 losses, 3 overtime losses, and 4 shootout losses. The Texas Stars are in second with 26 wins, 15 losses, 3 overtime losses. Grand Rapids is in third with 25 wins, 17 losses, 3 overtime losses, and 1 shootout loss. The Wolves are in fourth with 24 wins, 17 losses, 2 overtime losses. They have 5 games in hand against the Admirals, and that would give them 10 points.
Right.
So, then in fifth place would be the Rockford IceHawks. They have 17 wins, 22 losses, and 5 overtime losses for 40 points. They would be the last team in on the playoffs in the Central as the top 5 make it. The bottom 2 have to face each other to get the final spot.
Yeah.
Which is nice because it gives us a little buffer.
Right.
We just don't want to fall to that spot, that 4th spot.
Right.
You don't want to be in that 4th spot. You do get the home game.
Yeah.
Which is nice. In the Pacific Division, the top 8 make it. So I'm just going to make it easy on this one. The Calgary Wranglers, they are the Flames affiliate at 61 points. The Colorado Eagles, the Avalanches affiliate at 60 points. The Ontario Reign, the LA Kings affiliate at 57 points. The Coachella Valley Fire Chickens at 56 points. The Firebirds. Still the Fire Chickens. Then you have the San Jose Barracuda at 53, Abbotsford at 52, and Bakersfield at 47. Coming up, the next Admirals home game is on the 21st of February. We are playing the Henderson Silver Knights. They are 18-27-2-0. But they just put a whomping on Coachella and have won 4 straight. So there is that.
Yeah.
They are on a bit of a tear. The Admirals are also on a 5-game point streak.
Right.
And 7-1-1 7-1-1-1 in their last 10, meaning they've only lost 1 game where they lost points.
Right.
Here's the thing, stay in it, don't lose in regulation kind of thing. This is the time where that is where you hunker down and get to the meat and potatoes of it all.
Yeah.
On to the next part, which is the Atlanta Gladiators. Welcome to all y'all folks in Atlanta. Hope y'all enjoyed Chad Nitro. All right, they took on the Greensville Swamp Rabbits, which I believe their affiliate is, I don't even remember anymore. They changed so much. Whoops.
And Greenville's had their number for the most part this year.
Yep, and that's the interesting part about it is Greensville, I love their logo.
Yeah.
Greensville is the Kings. Their affiliate is the Kings. There we go. Good thing there's an affiliate tab on the website. All right. So in this game.
All right. So shots on goal in the first period, Atlanta outshot Greenville 14-9. In the second period, Greenville outshot Atlanta 13-12. In the third period, Atlanta outshot Greenville 10-6. And in total, Atlanta outshoots Greenville 36-28.
Before we go any further, who are you and what did you do with the Atlanta Gladiators? They haven't outshot an opponent in like 5 games.
Yeah,
Just saying. That's a problem we have too, though.
Right.
It seems to be like a system problem.
Right.
But let's get into the story.
All right. Scoring in the first period for Greenville at the 10:53 mark was a goal by Bryce Brodzinski, assisted by John Parker Jones and Quinn Olson. Then in the second period for Atlanta at the 3:35 mark was a goal by Connor Galloway, assisted by Jeremy Hansel and Chad Nychuk. Then at the 8:37 mark for Greenville, goal by Bryce Brodzinski. Didn't he score the other one? So that's the second on the night, I believe. Assisted by Stuart Roloffs and Brent Peterson.
Then in the third, you have Michael Marchison with his first of the game with an assist from Anthony Ferrilio. Then at the 18:06 mark, Dominic Marcinkiewicz scores unassisted. Oh, they changed the goal. Yep. They changed this one. Dylan Carabia scores with an assist from Carson Dinimani. Am I missing something? Because yeah. Oh, never mind. All right.
It's 12:30. It's late here.
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't right. And then, okay, they fixed it. They fixed it. They had the same goal twice in the third.
Yeah.
When we first loaded it up. So I was confused when it was changed. Alrighty, your 3 stars of the game. Third star was Marcinkiewicz. Second star was Drew DeRider. And third star was Michael Marchison. The Caribbean goal was scored empty net. Brodzinski's first goal and second goal were both on the power play. Greensville goes 2 for 3, while Atlanta goes 0 for 2. Thought I'd add that one in there. Like I said, Drew DeRider with the win. He had 26 saves on 28 shots, where you have Miss McKay. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Have a sense of humor, everyone. It does say McKay as the goalie, though. Dryden McKay. The allowed 91.4 save percentage. In net for Atlanta, Drew DeRider, 92% save percentage. So not a bad night. No Ethan Hager. He wasn't even the backup. So wonder what's going on there. Good to see Christian Hauser with Atlanta. Derek Tomatic has a +1. Chad Nychuk goes +2. As well as Jeremy Hensel. For Greensville, you had Caleb Lawrence, Parker Berg, and Bryce Brodzinski go 0 for 2. Both go -2. And Brodzinski scored 2 goals, so that means he was out there for all 4.
Yeah.
Yikes. Just yikes. Yeah, not a whole lot going on there. The Admirals are back in action Sunday against Manitoba. I believe Atlanta plays on Friday. I believe. I'll double check.
Atlanta. Do they play tomorrow?
Yeah. Where's this game, though? That's the 19th. They play Sunday. So the next time Atlanta plays... Oh, Savannah.
The Ghost Pirates.
I like their logo too. Lots of cool logos in the E.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an NHL 25 content creator, use an ECHL logo. There's a lot of cool ones, like the new team that came in. That's Vegas's affiliate. Oh God, the Monsters. Oh, I can't remember who they were. Really? You're just gonna be like this, huh? It's late and now the computer wants to be janky. Let's take a look here. It's gonna be a while. Oh God. I believe it to be the. Oh man, my computer is just being all janky.
Mm-hmm.
Long night, exhaustion. They are. We're just gonna go in cheap.
I was gonna say, why don't we bring up that screen again?
I know they're affiliated with Seattle. Nope, they're not. They're affiliated with Vegas. The Tahoe Night Monsters. That logo is insane.
Yeah, I like the Toledo Walleye too.
The Toledo Walleye have a great logo. The Utah Grizzly I've always liked.
Yeah.
The Thunder is kind of cool with Thor's hammer. The Worcester Railers, the train is just insane. And the Savannah Ghost Pirates, like we've said, the Orlando Solar Bears, although old and a bit dated, still cool. Maine Mariners is another fun one you can play with.
Yeah.
The Iowa Heartlanders with deer, that's really cool. Theirs is nice, like we've said about Gradesville, and our former affiliate, the Florida Everblades. I've liked Cincinnati's for a while. The Bloomington Bison have an interesting logo. Not a full fan of it. Atlanta's cool logo. Adirondack, really cool logo.
Yeah.
So lots of cool logos in the E. Lots of cool jerseys. They're always doing like random like Scooby Doo night or Ninja Turtle night or something like that. It's always something like, how many times do we look and we see a post of like, it's Star Wars night and we have a jersey to auction off? It's like, and we have one this whole season, or like a couple this whole season. By the way, come on out. Admirals have host Cowbell Night and salute 50 years of Saturday Night Live with the Cowbell skit. Something we've become quite synonymous with.
Yeah.
Like, we're well known with that.
Yeah.
I ended up on the Jumbotron because of it tonight.
Right.
Like, it's just one of those things. Like, we're known for it. It's quite interesting, the Cowbell jerseys.
Yeah.
And then we have Euchre Night, which is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Those nights, but if you came out, y'all all want. I know what y'all wanted to see. The Zachary LaRue bobblehead, and I know my kid wants to open it. So guess what? I'm opening his. Ha ha! We're going to do an unboxing on camera. And being careful is all hell. Ooh, boy. There is a lot to this. Wow. All right.
Yeah, you're going to have to get up his little light glare. There you go.
Yeah, this is one you might want to put back in the box and never touch.
Right.
All right, where'd that go? Yeah.
I don't see it. I mean, I see the box.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. But yes, I normally don't do these a whole lot. Happy. I don't think it's supposed to go that way, actually. How are we doing this? This is quite interesting how they put this one in there.
Careful, it's the precious.
This way. And then what they did was that. Figure it out. It's rocket science. But at the end of the day, thanks, LaRue. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
These are, I have enough of them. I took the whole family, so just note that was the only bobblehead they're doing all season, from what I know. Alexa, all lights 5%. There we go. Fixed it for the end of our show, at least. Like I said, I thank you all because this has been a bumpy road for us.
This year hasn't been the smoothest, but
we have a lot of personal stuff going on away from hockey. And unfortunately, this season, it's been hockey taking the brunt of the we'll handle that when we need to.
right.
Where this year, and it's good to be, kind of doing this a little more regularly lately.
Right.
Like, we've been live more. We're trying to be more active. Thank you to all of you crazy people who stuck around on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's been insane to see the reaction to a couple posts we post here and there on Instagram. The stuff you're gonna see is holidays, pre-planned stuff that we've all come up with. We do have some more stuff coming up. I don't know what exactly, but
yeah, I'll be working on that this upcoming week.
Yeah, and then obviously the big game next Friday versus Henderson, slated at the moment to either be the game after Cal's 1000th game or the game of.
Right.
6 people have done this.
Right.
He'll be 7. I don't see where holding him out of the game where he plays in front of all those kids
right.
in Chicago will be a problem.
Right.
Because I think personally that he deserves the celebration of it at home.
Yeah.
Where the game doesn't have to be there. The next game is literally at home. Like
right.
we can.
Kind of has that Mr. 3000 feel.
Yeah, except for he's not bunting on the last move.
Right.
And stealing a base.
Right.
But no, and by the way, RIP Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
For that one. Bernie Mac and you can get to chat now.
Nice.
So I didn't really think about that too much, but like I said, wanted to be like all the way grateful for everyone.
Yeah, and I do see the amount of likes the wallpapers get and everything like that. And thank you.
Also big shout out to TNT Racing. You guys are getting ready to go. I mean, there's some parts of me. I mean, I think John saw it a little bit today where I was just like kind of sniffing around at racing over the last few days or so. Just like, all right, let's get myself ready to go for that. Because that's a whole different adrenaline rush from hockey.
Right.
They're both adrenaline rushes. The bad part is with racing, is I know everyone. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Hey, my water fell, the mouse fell.
But no, I just want to thank, if anything, and I don't know what, or I don't care if you are, but keep us in your thoughts and prayers because this stuff doesn't seem to look like it's going away in our personal lives at the moment.
Yeah.
Anytime soon. So at some point, I may make a disclaimer, at least on some of what's going on with me, just on the personal side. But I will say this one, and I normally get in trouble for doing this, but I'm gonna do it here. So fuck cancer. And I wish there was a cure for dementia slash Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of me now. So that's just me. What I'm dealing with people around me.
I've dealt with both.
It's
no
crazy. So that's kind of like my situation upon raising 3 kids.
Right.
Which I've told you guys, I'm here as much as I can, as much as being a dad allows me.
Right.
So I take that as well. We're running on almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I got stuff to do at 6 a.m. So we'll see y'all later.